I'm Jess, founder of Mindfit New Zealand, and today I'm going to talk you through mental fitness tip number 4, making a resilience pie chart. For those of you who are also here because you're doing the 4-week self-care challenge, thank you for going through this journey with me. I hope you find this activity useful. Now, the resilience pie chart activity is inspired by the work of Murray Andrew, who uses art as a form of self-discovery. Her work in particular has really helped me through my wellbeing journey, so I really want to share it with you. She also has this book here called Getting There, which is filled with similar activities to this that I would recommend if you find this useful. So the resilience pie chart is not just an activity about building our resilience and finding our strengths, but also an exercise in vulnerability. Vulnerability is when we share parts of ourselves with the world that aren't perfect. It can be extremely powerful because it's the first step in connecting with others through shared experiences. And we know that social connection is vital for our mental fitness and for our recovery. So before we get into the fun part of making the resilience pie chart, let's figure out what we actually want to include in it. So the first question I want you to ask yourself, and I will include all of these questions below the video so you can reflect and look back on them at any point, is what experiences and difficulties in your life have you already been through? Make a list of those uncomfortable times, the hard times. It can even be the things in a day that make it a bad day. So consider not just the big life events, but also maybe the more comical, humorous events that are sort of just really awkward and uncomfortable, because they can also contribute to our resilience. Once you've got that list, think about how you helped yourself through those moments. What tools did you use to get past that time? And when you have got both of those, when you're mapping out your resilience pie chart, you can make certain events that from an outsider perspective may not be as big as what you're making them, because for you experienced this small event over a longer period of time, and therefore the event itself is actually bigger to you than what other people may understand. So play around with the size of the events that you want to break the pie chart into. For me in particular, going on a first date is bigger than solo travel for me, or turning up to a year 7 and 8 formal with blue and purple braces is bigger for me than my whole high school experience. Also asking for help, that one moment of asking for help was bigger for me than moving out of home. So it's all about how you see those events and the significance they hold for you. Also consider how the colours you use hold significance to the event. They may hold no significance at all, and that's fine, just colour at random, but for some there might be a particular colour that you associate with the event, and so you may want to use that there. So we want, by the end of it, our pie chart to look a little bit like this, colourful, something that we can refer back to in the future if we're going through a tough time. We can remember all of the events that we've already been through and the tools that we've acquired to get through experiences like that again in the future. Don't forget to colour this in, because pie charts can be extremely therapeutic purely because we're colouring them in, and colouring in is a great mindfulness activity anyway. So even if you're not an artist, I urge you to try and colour it in.